Where are we? What the hell is going on? The dust has only just begun to fall. Crop circles in the carpet, sinking feeling. Spin me round again and rub my eyes. This can't be happening when busy streets a mess with people would stop to hold their heads heavy. Hide and seek, trains and sewing machines.
I was born in New York. My dad is an angry alcoholic, and my mom took a lot of pills. We had a nice house and nice things, but it was insanity behind the doors. I got in trouble all the time. I started stealing at a young age. I'd go to stores and steal things. I started hitchhiking at a young age. I'd just do whatever I wanted to do, and no one could stop me. And there was a point where my dad's abuse on my mom and I got so bad that my mom decided to leave, and she moved out here to California, and she left us with my dad in New York. And when she left us with my dad in New York, it got a lot worse. I really just wanted my dad to love me so bad. I really just thought, like, someday he's gonna maybe wake up and go, you know what? You're not that bad of a kid. I don't know why I'm beating you up so much. In the morning, the police woke me up, and they asked me to stand up and get dressed, and they put the handcuffs back on me, and they took me to Central Islip Mental Institution, which is a place for the criminally insane. So I started living in group homes at that point, and just transferring from group home to juvenile hall, back to group home to juvenile hall, you know, and I ran from every group home I went to because I didn't want to be there. I mean, it didn't smell like home, it didn't feel like home, and I didn't want to be there. I wanted to be free. She pulled out a needle out of her purse and she said, "Do you want to shoot up?" And I remember thinking, God, why not? You know, if it kills me, fine, because I've been trying to kill myself for quite a while now. And if it doesn't kill me, maybe I'll like it. So we start shooting coke and cannabinol on a regular basis, and stealing anything we can get our hands on and get more. I know that that's what was killing me all these years. You know, I didn't have, you know, anyone that I ever felt that was there for me. It seemed like everybody always left or kicked me out, you know. And so I start working the streets, you know, and that was the beginning of the end for me. I start living in hotels all over Harbor Boulevard and Beach Boulevard. Although it was years on the streets, it started to get worse and worse as time went on, and towards the end I was getting kidnapped a lot, and I was getting raped a lot and beat up a lot, and there was like nothing left to me anymore. You know, it was like, I don't even think I had the will to kill myself anymore. I didn't have the will to live, and I didn't have the will to kill myself. I was just like empty, you know, like, you want to rape me? Fine. You want to kill me? Go, you know, because I've got nothing. I'm nothing here, you know. Yeah, so I'm at this women's recovery home, and they tell me, you know what, in order to stay clean, you have to get honest. That was January 6, 1987. That was the last time I ever used drugs or alcohol. Weird to have been the child in the system, and then the drug addict with the child, and now the foster mom taking the children, because I've lived all of those lives. They recover. You know, there is life after drugs. You know, and I truly believe that a lot of the parents that we see now with their kids being taken away are kids that were in the system that didn't get help, or that just got thrown out when they were 18. You know what? I'm one of those parents. And I know I'm held in high regard now at the foster system, you know, at Orange County Social Services, and it's like, I was one of those parents. You know, we do recover.
Hi, I'm Summer. I'm Lori's daughter. I remember when I was 9 was the first time that my mother actually took someone in. It was Shannon. She was 13 at the time. And I remember I was really young. I'd never had any sisters. It was always just me and my mom. And when Shannon came in, it was very different. I'd never had a sister, and she actually went to the same school as me. So it was very cool to have a sister. And people would say, "Oh, who's that girl?" I said, "Oh, that's my sister." And I looked up to her. And Shannon lived with us for quite some time, and she really felt like a sister, something I'd always wanted.
If we count them all up, we had like 16 kids, right?
Mhm.
So far, and
Mhm.
each one brought their own little specialness to our family. I mean, you really can't
Yeah.
look at two of them and say they're anything alike. So.
Being here, it is a home, it is a house, but more than anything coming here, I know it's home because like this is like my family here, and it's like I'm taken care of here. I know that people are like you're looking out for my best interests, and I always have like a feeling when I come here, like this is where I belong. You know, I've been in so many places, and this is truly my home. I just sort of, the transition would be nice, like a transition in housing where I can kind of be taught. Because I was never taught, I was never taught stability until I came here, and never. So it's like it's all new. It's just really scary.
The Teen Project has two components. The first component is transitional housing. The transitional housing is there for kids from 17 and a half to 24 years old. And this is where we prepare the kids for life. We've got the drop-in center component. And this might even be the more important component because given the magnitude of the problem, there's a lot of kids out there to help. So the drop-in centers will be located in urban communities where we see a high population of kids on the streets. Drop-in center will give food, shelter, a shower, a place to sleep, and it will be open 24 hours a day. Now, the drop-in center and the Teen Project Transitional Housing here is only the beginning. What we're thinking is this will create a prototype that others can come from other communities. They can look at what we've done. We can give them these specific steps we took to set this thing into motion, and they'll pick that up and replicate it out because our dream is truly to replicate this throughout the U.S. and then to go even further and bring it to other countries.
You can say, you can get, you can get.